All characters and events in this show are entirely fictional. Any similarity to actual persons living or dead or to actual films is purely coincidental.
This is the story of John. He is an ordinary 20-year-old bachelor who lives alone at the age of 18. Since young, he has asthma which would be easily triggered when exposed to poor air conditions. Given his health condition, John prefers to stay indoors at home than to be involved in rigorous outdoor activities that may trigger asthma attacks. So, let's see how his story goes. We breathe in approximately 14,400 litres of air daily. But how sure are you that the indoor air you breathe are safe and clean? We also spend approximately 90% of our time indoors through sleeping, lazing at home, and our other daily routines. Even if you are a nature lover, you will probably only spend a few hours outside and then you have to head back home. Do you know that indoor air is actually about 8 times more polluted than outdoor air? Indoor air quality is a growing concern as modern homes are built to be airtight. As a result, ventilation is restricted while indoor air quality deteriorates. John casually sits on his bed and turns on the TV. Flipping through the channels, he chanced upon a documentary on air purifiers which sparked his interest. What's in our air? There are typically 5 common indoor air pollutants, namely trichloroethylene, formaldehyde, benzene, xylene, and ammonia. These pollutants, when taken in large amounts, can potentially have devastating effects on the human health. As such, many have turned to air purifiers as a solution to improve the quality of the air in their homes. Various statistics from different countries and sources have shown how sales of air purifiers have increased drastically over the recent years. So how did air purifiers came about? Did you know that air purification has actually been around for a very long time? Most people just assume that this technology is fairly new, given the advanced features most machines include, when in fact its roots date back to the time of the Industrial Revolution. 18,000s marks the beginning of air purifying technology. In 1823, 2 inventors, named John and Charles Dean, created primitive air purification systems which helped firefighters to breathe cleaner air while they were working inside of burning, smoky structures. 19,000s took air purifiers from personal use to home use. A key advancement in air cleaning technology happened when the high-efficiency particulate air filter, commonly referred to as HEPA, was invented. In 1963, 2 German brothers invented the first air purification system for home use, which boosted the quality of air in residences in Germany. In 1991, Austin Air Systems created a special air intake system which functioned at all 360 degrees. This new design boosted air cleaning capability in a whole new way. 2000s include major technological advancements where air cleaning systems have an array of other air filtering technologies including ionization and ultraviolet lighting, and many more. So why do people use air purifiers? The 2 main reasons are air pollution and global warming. Air pollution is contamination of the indoor or outdoor environment by any chemical, physical, or biological agent that modifies the natural characteristics of the atmosphere. Global warming, also referred to as climate change, is the observed century-scale rise in the average temperature of the Earth's climate system and its related effects. Motor vehicles, industrial facilities, and forest fires are common sources of both air pollution and global warming. They are also a significant risk factor for a number of pollution-related diseases and health conditions including respiratory problems, heart diseases, and strokes. We saw how the sales of air purifiers have increased over the years due to recent world problems over this documentary. Air purifiers indeed have their advantages in mitigating the health effects of air pollution and global warming can cause. With this, we hope that you will have a deeper understanding of air purifiers, so do remember to catch us every Monday, 4 to 6 p.m. at Zhiwei channel.
Does the air in your house feel stale and dirty? Do you find it difficult to breathe in your own house? Worry not, for Blunt Technologies is here to help. We bring you the Blunt X1 Ozone Air Purifier, the solution to your indoor air quality issues. Here's how it works. When the ozone air purifier is placed in an enclosed area and switched on, it produces ozone, a highly reactive molecule that reacts readily with various organic compounds. This converts harmful chemical pollutants into inert molecules and reduces the concentrations of these pollutants in the air. Blunt X1 Ozone Air Purifier. is a great at eliminating a variety of pollutants, such as VOCs and odors, as well as microorganisms like bacteria and viruses. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and get your brand new Blunt X1 Ozone Air Purifier today.
Since the ozone air purifier is so well advertised, John is immediately convinced and he dashes straight out of the house to get it. However, after a few weeks, John's asthma worsened to the point where he has to be admitted to the hospital.
Hey, how are you doing?
Why am I here?
Your asthma condition has gotten worse.
What? It shouldn't be. I even bought an air purifier.
Wait, what air purifier? Can you tell me more about it?
John told him all about the ozone air purifier he bought weeks ago.
Oh, I'm afraid that you're not suitable for this type of air purifier. Ozone is an unstable toxic gas with a pungent odor and powerful oxidizing properties. It is formed from oxygen by electric current or UV light. Ozone is good up in the atmosphere as it protects us from the harmful rays from the sun, but bad down on the surface. At ground level, it is a harmful pollutant. Ground level ozone damages vegetation and ecosystems. It can bring about several health problems, mainly coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, and an irritated throat. Breathing in ozone from air purifier over time can worsen existing respiratory conditions including asthma and allergies.
John, being terrified, understood and disposed the ozone air purifier immediately upon discharge.
I wonder what other kinds of air purifier I can use. Not for you, I see. Well, let me introduce you to our next product, the Blunt X2 Air Ionizer. What's so different about it? Come take a look. The air ionizer works by pulling air through two electrodes. This ionizes the air molecules, usually by giving them a negative charge, before dispersing them to the surroundings. Since the contaminants usually carry a positive charge, these anions will be attracted to them and will bond with them. This results in an overall negatively charged molecule, which then continues to bond with other positively charged contaminants. Next, the contaminants are removed from the air in two ways. Either the lump becomes too heavy and falls to the ground due to gravity, or they bind to positively charged surfaces like walls and floors. As such, Blunt X2 is great at removing contaminants like viruses, bacteria, mold spores, and particulates. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get your own Blunt X2 air ionizer today.
Since the ion air purifier is so well advertised, John, again, is immediately convinced and he dashes straight out of the house right away to get it. John's asthma got worse after a few months to the point where he has to be admitted to the hospital.
Hey there again.
Why am I here again? My asthma couldn't have gotten worse again.
Yes, it has. Maybe it's not about the air purifier. Can you tell me more about your living condition in general?
Oh, recently I bought another type of air purifier, since you said I'm not suitable for the ozone one.
Wait, what air purifier? Would you like to tell me more about the air purifier?
John told him all about the ion air purifier he bought months ago.
Oh my god. It's the same situation as few months ago, John. Ion air purifier actually produces ozone as byproducts, though in smaller amount. Since you have serious asthma, I would advise you not to use it anymore.
John understood and went home after spending a few days in the hospital.
Oh, another air purifier ad. I'll make sure I won't get any that produces ozone again. Not again. Well then, let me introduce you to our other product, the Blunt X3 HEPA filter air purifier. How does it work? Let's take a look. Air is pushed or pulled through the HEPA filter screen, which removes particulates from the air through various processes, such as sieving and impaction. This process is simple yet super effective because of the filter used. What's so special about the HEPA filter? Like any filter, it is a fabric of tangled, messy fibers. However, it is also based on the US Department of Energy standards, whereby it can remove at least 99.97% of particulates that are larger than 0.3 micrometers, with minimal resistance to airflow. The Blunt X3 HEPA filter air purifier is simple, safe and efficient, and has served many homes around the world. Now, it can serve you too. Get your own HEPA filter air purifier today.
Since the HEPA air purifier is so well advertised, John is immediately convinced and he dashes straight out of the house right away to get it, this time making sure that it doesn't produce ozone. Upon installation, John enjoyed it. However, after 6 months, he realizes that the air quality at home is getting worse and he calls for the handyman.
The HEPA air purifier requires frequent maintenance as the increase in the particle load will clog the filtering system. Hence, the filter has to be cleaned frequently, probably twice a year.
However, the air quality still did not improve. He angrily called up the company and demands a repairman to be sent over right now. The repairman arrives within minutes.
I see. The filter is actually damaged.
Little did he know that the replaced filters was actually damaged by himself. The filters can be easily damaged during installation, cleaning, and even when the unit is moved.
Would you like to replace the filter, which will cost around $50?
Having spent so much money on it, John was hesitant.
I remember there's still an odor even after using the filter.
Oh, Dad. HEPA could actually only remove particles larger than 0.3 micrometer and is unable to remove even smaller particles, such as some bacteria, viruses, and gaseous compounds that cause odor.
John decides to not replace HEPA air purifier filter and told the handyman to take it away.
Well then, last but not least, let me introduce you to our final product, the Blunt X4 AC Filter Air Purifier. How does it work? Let's take a closer look. The AC filter, or activated carbon filter, removes contaminants from the air that passes through it using the simple process of adsorption. When the contaminants come into contact with the activated carbon particles, some of them will bond onto the surface of the activated carbon particles at specific places called active sites. As such, contaminants are removed from the air physically. But that's not all. The activated carbon particles can react with the contaminants and convert them into less harmful compounds. Well then, what does this remove? Plenty, from VOCs and odors to particulates like dust and smoke. The AC filter is one of the latest high-tech advancements in air purifying technology. So, why not get your own Blunt X4 AC filter air purifier today?
Since the activated carbon air purifier is so well advertised, John, of course, is immediately convinced and he dashes straight out of the house right away to get it. This time, John is satisfied with it, as there's no discomfort felt. However, one day, he wakes up to the air purifier catching on fire. He was extremely shocked and terrified. The fireman arrives and extinguishes the fire.
You okay? This is not the first time I have seen an air purifier catching on fire.
Why do they catch fire?
It might be due to low airflow rate, high concentration of VOCs, and impurities such as potassium hydroxides and caustic-based materials.
John could not get over this trauma. He immediately got rid of the air purifier and also thinks back on the discomfort he felt every night due to the noise it produces. John decides to not use air purifiers anymore.
Could there be any possible modification to make it better? What if I combine these technologies to make it suitable for me? Maybe adding the HEPA filter to the activated carbon filter might make it better, since the combined technology can trap both particulates and VOCs, which makes it much more effective.
John realizes that the modification to existing air purifiers is a possible solution to improving their efficiencies. John also thinks back on how the outdoor air actually is much better than indoor air. His eyes drop on the tree in front of him and an idea came into mind.
Hey there, how may I help you?
Hey, I've been facing this problem of bad air quality at home, and do you think that placing some plants indoors will help?
Yes, in 1989, NASA actually discovered that houseplants can absorb harmful toxins from the air, especially in enclosed spaces with little airflow.
Whoa, that sounds great. Can you get me right?
However, only some plants have air purifying effect, and different plants will trap different particles.
John noticed the risks this time and chose those that are suitable for him. We have learned from John's story that while air purifier does help to improve air quality at home, it also contains some risks, especially to people with respiratory conditions such as John who has asthma. Different air purifiers has their own efficiency and limitations. It is recommended that research should be done before any purchase of air purifier.